Um, do you do you have your little paper attached to your thing?
Yes. Yes, I have my little post-it ear. Look
Okay.
at me. Look how fancy.
Wow. How did you do that?
I pulled out my 80s blue eyeshadow
Why?
because I thought I'd just be fancy today.
Okay.
I can't see you without my granny glasses on.
How far away are you from the device? Because it does look like mine is maybe picking up sound a little bit louder than you are.
Or my wait, I'm at least 3 miles away. Hey man, let me get closer. Okay, now I'm 2 miles away. I can speak louder. I can always speak louder.
Can you really now? Does it look like I'm straight?
Yes.
Good
Hi.
morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. It's
Yeah.
kind of chilly in Georgia today. It's been chilly lately, but not too bad.
Is it sunny today?
It is. It's a good sun. It was raining a couple weeks ago. We had some tornado warnings. We had to sit in the hall at school
Oh,
for
no way.
the
Really?
whole day. Yeah, it was ridiculous. And it was the worst part about it was the whole entire school. Everybody, all grades, had to sit in the hallway. So you can imagine how all of our friends are together, and then they're telling us to be quiet. Of course,
Yeah, that's going to
we're
work.
we're having fun. We don't want to be in class. We get to sit in the hallway. It's fun. And
Almost
so
the whole day?
oh, we had to sit in there out for probably about an hour the first time, and then we knew that there was going to be another one. Like the winds were really strong. There was
Ooh.
a lot of rain, and so we knew there was going to be another one. And then we had another one for about 45 minutes, and so we were. It felt like the whole day. We were out there for a while, and then the teachers would get frustrated, I guess you could say, at us because we were not. Oh my gosh, it's a tornado. We were kind of having fun. So
That's
that
the
was
way it is with teenagers. I don't think you guys appreciate the reality of the situation sometimes,
yeah.
but that's okay.
Our teacher was telling us how much of a serious and important time this was, and we were
Yeah.
laughing at her, and so we got in some trouble with that.
What else has been going on?
um, I got different colors for my braces. They're
Ooh, blue. That's
bright
cool.
blue. I had purple for a couple months, but now
Uh-huh.
I have blue, so that's nice.
That's
And it
fun.
matches almost everything in my closet. It's all black,
Yeah,
white, and blue. So
that's good. That's fun. How often can you change it out?
oh, well, it really depends on whenever I go to the orthodontist, they change it out for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'll be going back in 6 weeks. Yeah, 6 weeks I'll be going back to get it all switched around. So last time it was like 10 or 12 weeks
Oh,
that
wow.
so I had it in for a while. So,
That's cool. I can really tell it's changing the shape of your face a little bit. Can
right.
you tell?
Yeah, I can tell. And it also, my bottom teeth were curved to where these front teeth were up and the
Uh-huh.
back down. And that's the wire does the exact opposite.
Uh-huh.
The wire is high in the back and then low in the front. So it was
Oh,
switched, and it is, my teeth are pretty much
getting
straight.
straight.
And it's
Wow.
it's really nice to look at the pictures and see the transformation. I can't wait till I get them off just to see my teeth.
Does she have an expected, like, how much longer you have to have them on for?
She hasn't told me yet. There's really like I could go back in 6 weeks. She'd say, "Oh, we might have to have them on for a little bit longer," or "Oh, this looks really nice." That might cut your date a couple months, maybe a couple
Mm-hmm.
weeks. But the expected like span was about 2 years
Mm-hmm.
or 22 months is what it was. So it wasn't. It was like 2 months shy of 2 years.
That's good.
So I've had them on for 6 months, Mom.
Since
5, 6 months.
September.
Yeah, since September. So it hasn't been that long, but I'm excited. I love them. I love my braces. So
Yeah. Just wait till you get them off. It's going to be so different. I remember when friends of mine got theirs off. It's just like you look so much older, I think, when you get your braces off. So,
yeah, Gavin got his off. Just okay, yeah, we have to shout out to Gavin.
hi,
Hi,
Gavin.
Gavin. He got his off and he loves his teeth and it is so. I was talking to. I walked in and he was like, "Good morning, Sky," and I was like, "Good morning," and then I was like, "Wait," I didn't notice it. I had to take a second look. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And so
Yeah.
he enjoys having them off. So
Yeah. That's
yeah,
cool. Well, I'm so glad we got to visit. Are
thank you.
schools going good and everything?
Oh yeah, I have good grades as
That's
always.
good.
So
That's good. Just keep up the hard work.
I will.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Long time no see.
I know. It's been forever. Well, not forever, since you were here in January. So
That's forever. It's about forever.
it's been about what, 6 weeks maybe?
Yeah. We've about 2 months because it was really right before New Year's. I was there between the week between
Oh.
Christmas and New Year's.
Oh, right.
And today is March 1st, 2020, and in just 3 short little measly days, somebody, wait a minute, was that, no, there, like that.
That way.
Somebody is turning 49 plus 1.
That's me. The big birthday.
49 plus 1. Debbie, in 3 days, and it's our third Podiversary.
Yes.
Same day.
Yep. I'm wondering if I have Kleenex up here because my nose feels like it's drippy. I'm going to have to use my sleeve.
It would not be a Periscoping Sisters podcast without one of us blowing our snorter.
I know.
Go get one if you need something. Scott, we have a tissue for Debbie. I'll help you.
I wish. I used to have a tissue box up here. No, it's okay. If it gets really bad.
The boys aren't there to run for you? The boys aren't there to run for you?
No, Luke's having a surf competition today, so James drove up there to see him. Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Here, let me hand it to you.
Oh. Is that the right way?
Yeah, because we do our thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
So here you go. Okay.
You're such a goof.
So we've had a lot of life going on. First, going back a little bit is, when did Jared and I do our 15K run?
It was after you got back.
Oh, after I got back.
I think so. It was in the middle of January sometime, wasn't it?
I thought it was like December.
Oh, maybe it was before.
When was that, Sky?
It was February 2nd.
February 2nd. I thought that was Groundhog's Day. I should have remembered that. And Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
So the interesting, us city folk decided that we were going to drive down to Atlanta, of course, leave at 5 in the morning because the race started at 7:30 and we knew there was going to be thousands of people. And so we'll just park in one of the parking structures. Easy as that. So Jared, my little soldier, a few days before, he starts looking and Googling and doing all the things that teenagers can do better than their old parents. And he said, Mom, every space in all of the parking structures in Atlanta have been sold out. I said, oh my gosh. Okay, so shall we dare take the MARTA?
Yes, you shall dare. That's what it's for.
So if me and you did not go on our sister's trip to the UK, I would have said, absolutely not. I don't even know how to get on a train. However, I said, I am an expert at this, and I can even mind the gap as well. So we got down to the MARTA station, and there happened to be another family getting out. It was freezing cold, of course, 38 degrees. They were getting out, and that looked like the dad was going to be the runner. And we didn't even know where to sort of go. It doesn't say a big sign that says trains this way, buses this way. It's just you park and you're not sure. So we saw them walking. I'm like, is a train this way? Yes, train's this way. So we go over, and then we have to figure out how to buy a ticket. That's always the issue. How do you
have to
buy
read.
a ticket?
You have to read the sign because there are instructions.
I wasn't doing any homework on that day. I was just making sure and hoping that my little legs would take me the 9.3 miles or whatever it was. So we asked that same family, how do you buy a ticket? Which ticket should we get? And so, of course, he's looking at us like, these dingbats from the sticks. Apparently, these country folk come down and want to go to Atlanta. So he's just like, you just need a day one. So we got there. We made so many incredible memories. It was so much fun. And yes, I did finish. It took me about 2 hours and 2 minutes, which was about 3 minutes faster than the last time I tried it at home. And Jared cut like 15 minutes off his record of doing it at home. And he was just spectacular because he's practices in Dahlonega, which is hills and hills and hills. So he was just booking it past all these people on the hills. They were stopping, walking. And he was just like, so of course, he waited for me at the end, and we got our little medals, and we had hot chocolate and chocolate dipped different things. And so we got back on the train, and Jared's looking at and the next stop is so and so. Jared's like, Mom, we're on the wrong train. Like, what do you mean we're on the wrong train? We're on the red train instead of the gold train. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just get off at the next stop. So we get off at the next stop. We go up and over. Thank God I didn't have a suitcase we were dragging. Remember that? I was thankful. I just had to drag my little old body, and I was tired. And it was still cold, even though the sun was up. So we waited and waited to go back the other way, to change again, to get back on the yellow train, the gold train, to get back to where we were. Needless to say, we got home, and it was great. We had a wonderful time. Maybe we'll put in a picture at the end. So that was really, really fun. Yeah. And then, of course, not even the whole day ends up. Before the end of the day, Jared texts me, Mom, there's a half marathon March 1st today. Okay. Less than a month later, there's a half marathon. Let's run it. I said, boy, you
what is
are
wrong
crazy.
With you?
You're crazy. It's only 4 miles more. I'm like, you can do it. Go for it.
Is he doing it?
No, he ended up having drill this weekend, but he did the 13.1 miles in Dahlonega last weekend. Just to say he did it. He did it.
Wow.
So 5 months after breaking his leg, jumping out of an airplane and having surgery, he finally ran, and he could check off his list. So I was really proud of him.
He's going to be doing a marathon next.
I don't know. He said he's changing up his workout routine. So he's going to, get back to doing a little bit more lifting, not as much cardio, but he really wanted to say that he ran a half marathon, and I think it's out of his system. And really because it was one of his goals since he broke his leg. So now he feels like. Yeah. So what kind of incredible exercise feats have you done since I've seen you last?
I've been trying to go to the gym almost every day. But, with all this new stuff that we're looking into and trying to change up our eating and metabolism and how we do things, and as we age, I just kept seeing all these articles and all these clips about how spending an hour doing cardio every day doesn't do anything. And sometimes it can even be bad for your metabolism. So I'm starting to rethink my approach, and I actually downloaded and bought this I saw it on Instagram. It kept coming up. I researched, looked into it, and I decided to download this thing. It's called V-Shred, and it's this young guy who has developed all these different workouts that aren't the normal. They're like, they're more like circuit training, and he has like 3 different months of training that you can do at the gym, and 3 different months of training, individual workouts that you can do at home where you don't need any equipment. It's just exercises and different types of things that you do. And each little workout takes about 20 minutes, and it's kind of like interval training. It's higher intensity. And with this package that I bought, it also has a book that has all these different.
What kind of package? Is it a package?
It's a downloadable thing. It's his whole program.
So they send you little things like workouts and.
Well, they send you this. You can get all. You basically gives you access to this app that has all this information on it, and it has like ab focus things. It has butt focus things. It has a whole women's shred kind of
boob focus things.
No, not boob focused things, but it also has a whole like nutritional side of thing where he has all these different menus, a variety of different breakfasts, different lunches, different dinners, and he also has this way of, he says it's basically confusing your metabolism by alternating the days that you have like carb days and you have non-carb days, and you kind of switch them up and you move them around.
Oh, good, because I had 2 donuts Friday night.
And
Couldn't help myself.
it makes your body, so that your
Yeah.
metabolism stays confused, because if you just cut your calories and work out all the time, your body kind of feels like, oh well, I'm not eating as many calories, so I
Yep.
need to slow
It
my
starts to slow down.
metabolism down. So
So, what started all of this for people who don't know, and we won't go on forever about it, but it's a change in your paradigm and change in your thinking from what we've been taught all of our lives. It's getting control of your health and losing weight is more than just calories in and calories out. And I started actually the Super Bowl night. I've been investigating and researching what's called intermittent fasting. And Debbie is, sort of doing that with me as well. And what I can tell you, and I'm just going to put this up for anybody who's interested about learning more. It's more of a lifestyle than it is a diet. But there's an endocrinologist who I really love. His name is Dr. Fung, who wrote a book called Obesity Code. And if you YouTube Dr. Fung and intermittent fasting, he tells all of the ins and outs about how decreasing your insulin for longer periods of time actually makes your body use fat stores as energy instead of what we put in our mouth as energy. So that's why it can work. So and Debbie was just like, oh my God, I don't think I can fast. And I said, it's just for 16 hours or 18 hours or 20 hours. It's changing your mind about when we wake up, we don't have to eat breakfast. We don't. You don't die. You get hungry, and hunger never killed anybody. I mean, I'd almost rather be hungry than have a headache, truly. So it really, if anybody else is interested, and while we're talking about it, I'm just going to put up my little before and after pic that I took today. I'm wearing my Ripple crop top, and in 1 month, today marks 1 month of doing this intermittent fasting, I've lost only 6.4 pounds. That's it. So this is the difference.
but that's, when you think about it, 6 pounds in, it's a little bit hard to see, but I think that's good. It's
We'll
6
put the
pounds
picture
in
in.
6 pounds in 1 month is 1 pound every week.
That's today.
Yeah.
Yes.
1 pound every
Right. So
week, plus 2 of the weeks you lost 2 pounds. So, I mean, if you're not feeling like you're depriving yourself and you're on this crazy diet and you're miserable, if it's just a paradigm shift in how you eat and when you eat, and maybe changing up a little bit of what you eat, you can still
Yeah.
have a splurge day. You can still have a splurge meal. You still need the right amount of calories in that
Right.
time frame. And I found that
And
during the
sometimes
time
hard
frame
to
that I'm
eat all
eating,
those.
it's hard to
It's
get
hard.
it's hard to get all
Yes.
the calories in.
Yes.
And because when you're not eating for longer periods of time, your stomach tends to shrink down a little bit. So when you do eat, you get full a lot quicker. You do a
Yep.
lot of this, which is
Yes.
very healthy. Well, not
Yeah.
necessarily in the plastic
And
bottle, but
there's lots of other benefits. Even people that don't need to lose weight, their mental clarity. You
yeah.
have regular bowels. You have more energy. There's a lot of people that say, my God, I don't have to sleep as much. When I wake up, I feel rested. It's because your metabolism is now beefed up. I mean, there's a lot of incredible things and even people who say, I'm not diabetic anymore. I mean, lowers blood pressure. There's a lot of wonderful things about intermittent fasting.
But we're also not doctors, so if you are
Right.
concerned about, if you have certain health issues and you have certain things that you deal with,
Always a disclaimer, because when Nana watches, she's going to call me and say, you shouldn't have said anything medical. You shouldn't tell people to go out there and fast because they should talk to their doctor first. So for the knitting Nana, got you back, Mom. You don't have to call me about this one. Thank you.
that's right. I mean, if you're normally a healthy person, you're not dealing with diabetes or other low sugar problems or migraines or other things. I mean, just simply cutting out certain things from your diet. Try and cut back on your sugar. Try and not drink, you know, sugary things, coffee with
Guess what
lots of sugar.
guess what happens after you cut out sugar and most carbs and all of dairy, and then 3 weeks, and then you go out for an ice cream? Guess what happens?
You
You have the squirt for 15 hours. That's what happened to me last week. I said, "Ow."
you
So,
spent your life
okay,
in the
now,
bathroom after that? Really?
thank God it was Friday night. It was 1 o'clock after we went for Mexican. We went for an ice cream, and I shared an ice cream with Ronnie. 1:30, I wake up. I'm like, oh,
In the
oh no.
morning?
In the morning, I'm like, oh. So I got up. Oh yeah. And that lasted 15 hours through my Saturday until Saturday evening. They call that a colon dump. I had one. I probably could have gone for a colonoscopy Sunday. I'm sure I could have.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
terrible. But dairy is and that's the other thing about my back. Debbie and I have had back issues. I took the day that we ran the race, I took 2 Aleve when I got home, and usually I take 600 milligrams of ibuprofen in the morning and 600 milligrams of ibuprofen at night because my back, it's wonky. It's been like that for a couple years. And since I started intermittent fasting a month ago, I have not had one ibuprofen. Not one.
Wow.
Haven't
I
needed it.
wonder which one of those things it has been the most.
Dairy.
You think it's dairy, really?
I think it's dairy and sugar. I think dairy is a big inflammatory
So
culprit.
you don't have any cheese on anything, pretty much?
No, and it kills. Oh, I love cheese. No cheese, no milk, no yogurt.
I don't know how healthy that is, but
Somebody
I
said you need to take a calcium pill. I said, well,
okay, so
maybe.
it's been 21 minutes and we have not even mentioned that we're a fiber
Oh my
podcast,
God.
and I'm sure.
There. Mom's
Okay.
happy now. We can talk 20 more minutes. I showed something. So real quick before we start, because it's been a long time, and I have to. Well, I need to do a quick shout out since we're just finishing up talking about running. That Just Run It, Megan, and a beer, my favorite over on the other side of the world, 2 friends have been such an inspiration to me, and I want to thank them for telling me to keep on going, and you can do it, and you old hag and keep running. No, they didn't say that, but I know they probably were thinking it just a little bit. But Megan is in Minnesota, and Abir, she's in Kuwait. She is one of those ultra marathon runners. A couple weeks ago, she just did like a 62-mile race. Like she was up for 37 hours straight. I need to knock on her head and ask her what's wrong with her. Just maybe one time.
Oh my gosh.
But
That's
now
crazy.
she went with her twin sister and the kids to Rome, ran all around Rome a week ago, and guess what she got when she got home?
Coronavirus?
No, she didn't, but she's been quarantined for 2 weeks at her home from it.
Yeah.
And this is the only woman, I swear, she is loving being quarantined.
I would too.
She is.
I said, can I
She's like,
sign up for that?
I know. No social obligations. She can knit all day. She does her workouts in the house. She's the only one I know that's probably saying, oh my gosh, I get to be quarantined. Maybe you think we can lie to our bosses and get maybe a week quarantine just for the hell of it?
So. Unfortunately, with my company, I have my computer. I can bring my computer home. I can work from home.
Yeah, I know. I can't work from home. I work from everybody else's home but my own.
Yeah.
So what are we going to talk about today? We've done some gifting of some socks. There's a lot of things I can't show because I'm gifted.
I know I've gifted a lot, but I did knit these little shorties with the leftover yarn that
I saw that behind you. The Kama Sutra.
Kama Sutra.
Kama Sutra for mustache yarns.
Yeah, and this is one of your Miss Babs little minis that you
yes.
gave me.
Was it sparkle?
No.
No. Oh, yeah.
It's just like a peachy color. So these are really cute.
Cute.
And I made those other ones from Mustache of the Licky colorway, and I gave those to Molly's mom. And I have,
Yeah,
because
tell me about this whole gang of girls that you're knitting socks for. Come on, Debbie,
they're
what's the deal?
not all girls. They're not all girls. I'm
You're
working
getting
on,
socks too?
I'm working on a pair of socks right now for one of Luke's guy friends. This is from a sock blank. These are for Justin. Aren't they cool?
So people are jealous
People
of
are
Luke.
asking, yes, will your mom knit me a pair of socks? Where's my socks? He must brag about me a lot at school.
That's nice.
I'm pretty famous among his friends. So,
Oh.
yeah, so I'm making those. That's one of the
See,
things.
this is why I don't knit socks for Sky and tell her not to wear them to school. She must only wear them at home because I'm not knitting her friend's socks. You can forget it.
Well, I have a lot of knitting time that's just at the baseball field. And I haven't been motivated to work on a big project until just recently. Did you see my post on Instagram? Oh, I just got the yarn caught in the zipper. Sorry. You didn't see it?
Hang on, I'm
I
pulling it up.
posted it this morning. I'll just show
Well,
it
no.
to you. I'll just show it to you. You don't have to look at it.
Oh, I just pulled it up. I just opened my Instagram. Look, it was.
Look.
Debbie, what happened to the other one you started?
I didn't do it anymore. But
You need to get them. What do you mean anymore? You can still do it. Okay, so where did you find that pattern?
so there's a gal on Instagram who crochets blankets and she sells the blankets sometimes. And she wrote a couple patterns. This is not one of her patterns, but she recently made her Instagram name is Green Letter Day. Her
Yes. She's got a beautiful feed, doesn't she?
Oh my gosh, she has the most gorgeous feed ever. I love her feed. Her name's Bonnie. I'm going to look her up right now. Green Letter Day. And she just finished this gorgeous circle and square. And her color sense is just amazing. I just love, I've shown her stuff before. This is look at that.
Now that's the one that you did
Yes. This is similar. This is a mini version of the one that I kind of did my own mini version.
Did you start another one with that same pattern, Debbie? Isn't it the one that same pattern?
I did start some circles holding fingering weight yarn held double with a bigger hook. But I think I'm going to do this one, and I actually, because
what is that? Is it double held double fingering weight?
Yes, this was just a test. This is just fingering weight held double, but it really calls for worsted weight yarn. See, look at those are the squares that she made. So I went on Webs and I bought a whole bunch of worsted weight yarn to make a blanket. I was so inspired by her feed and by that pattern.
You can make James a graduation blanket. If you don't want to make it that big, though.
Not with the colors that I bought, because the colors that I bought are very special. I bought Dawn colors. Do you know what Dawn is?
Debbie, Amy, Wendy, Nancy.
Yes. So I bought some pinks, some
Tell
purples.
them where Dawn came from. Tell them where Dawn came from.
Dad had a little sunfish boat and he named it Dawn because it was the first initial of each of his girls' names. And so I bought pink, I bought purples for you, I bought some teals for Wendy, and I bought a couple golds for Mom.
Oh, nice.
And then I have gray, a couple grays. So I don't know. I'm excited. I just can't wait for it to get here so I can start working on it. It's going to be at home project just because I guess I could take some with me and do some little circles.
Yeah.
But once I start assembling it and laying it out and putting it together, then I don't know how big it'll be with the number, because I bought like 14 different colors and then some gray for the backgrounds. So it's going to be fun.
That sounds like it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Before we go too far, no, I'll save this for the end. Or do you have? So what else are you going to show? Should I show my red sweet briar sweater?
Yes. And let me run and get a Kleenex real quick while you're getting that up. I'll be right back.
Hey, blow your nose away from the camera if you think about it. to make fun of her just a little bit sometimes. Okay, so Sarah Solomon is Into the Wool, who's the designer of the Sweet Briar. You guys know this sweater?
Oh, I'm back. So pretty.
So, I'm not sure why I thought I could do a colorwork sweater since I've only done one before and I didn't really like doing it because so why don't you just start another big project that involves color work that you don't like doing? That's a great idea, Amy. That was myself talking to myself. And the reason I didn't like color work, I love the way it looks, but I didn't like doing it, is because I had, and I don't want to say a terrible technique because somebody else said, well, that's how I do it too. And I don't want to embarrass. I don't want to tell anybody that does it this way it's a terrible technique. For me, it was a slow, arduous, terrible technique. You pick up one yarn, you throw, because that's, or what do we do? Throw, Debbie? Flick.
Yeah, throw, flick, whatever.
And then you put down that yarn, then you pick up the next one, and then you throw just one stitch, then you put that one down, then you pick it. Come on Christmas 10 years from now, right?
Yes.
That's when the sweater would be done. So then when I was out at in California, I said to Debbie, I'm almost done the bottom band. Can you please finish? She's like, sure. So she has both of her yarn. I'm thinking, how did you do that? So of course then I was complaining to my mother and she's like, Amy, go on YouTube and just Google, two-hand color work, or what she called it, something else. I forget what she called it. But anyway, guess who did a little swatch? Two-handed.
I saw your swatch. It turned out good.
Yep. And the back, look how nice the back was. Yeah.
Very nice.
So I said, I could have, you knit miles. It's a bottom-up sweater, which I've never done before. The sleeves are already done. I connected the sleeves. I did the raglan, and I thought, okay, now it's time to do the yoke, which is I'm almost done. But I was dreading the yoke. Why was I dreading the yoke? So let me show you.
Oh, Amy, it looks great. Yes, it looks really good. How do you feel about it?
I feel really good about it. See, there's and this will block down, but there's the yoke at the bottom with the little blue flowers and the sleeves.
That was fabulously done. Who knit that for you?
Oh, yes, I know. It's so smooth. It's not lumpy at all. But now the sleeves are connected. I don't know. It may be like a sack on me by the time I get done with it, but it doesn't matter. I'll wear it anyway. So I am really getting close to. So
and we actually had to do quite a bit of math because you did not just follow one size of one of the patterns, right? It took us like an hour on the phone to walk through all of the modifications that you had done. But we got to figure it out. Do you think it's going to work? Do you think the depth is going to be?
I hope so. So here's the issue. When you have different measurements,
when you got
girls
big boobs,
girls in the front change things, but even with the arms, you start knitting, and that was the cool thing about doing the sleeve from the bottom up. You can keep trying it on, and you're like, okay, now they say to stop increasing, but I need more. I need to increase more. I want it a little looser. Yeah. So then you end up with a 6X large sleeve that's going to have to connect to a extra large body. And then you have all these numbers that you're trying to conglomerate into, because now you have to do color work that you just need a special amount of numbers for. So you're like, okay, I got a 6X sleeve, a 3X body, but I want it to be just a 1X body. How do I do that? Guess what I did? I called Debbie and she helped me. But now next time I know what to do, or at least the thought of what to do. How to do.
More of the process of, what we did was we kind of compared what the pattern, just the standard pattern had, and what that methodology was to get down to the right size. And then we kind of adjusted that based on the proportions of the pieces that she had So
Yeah.
I hope it works out. I'm a little bit concerned because that red yarn has got silk in it. I'm really a little concerned it's going to grow a little bit when you block it. But it doesn't have a lot of
Maybe
silk, right?
I will have a beautiful Sweetbriar sweater dress when we get done. Tea-length dress.
It'll be
Get a
fine.
belt with it. No, it'll be okay. And if it won't be okay, just like Mom says, this is not brain surgery. You're not cutting someone's brain open. It would really be a shame, but I could always.
No, what you do is when you're done with your weight loss goals, you find some really cute black leggings and you wear it
Yes.
like an oversized 80s sweater with the sleeves
Yes.
pushed up and off the shoulder. And you do,
I'll find a really crisp button up little white collared shirt, and that'll hang out from the bottom with my little cute leggings and my little tiny butt, which will probably never happen. But I think the sweater will cover my big butt, whatever size it is, when I get done.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm really enjoying working on that.
How many more? Are you about halfway through the color work, you think?
I probably am. There's 3 different. There's a bottom yoke cut chart, and then the middle, and then there's the top is another one of these.
Are there any flowers in the middle, or is it just leaves?
No, just leaves.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Yes, there are flowers. Can you see the pink flowers?
Oh, up towards the top. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, pretty.
So mine are blue. So, and this is just this red is yarn that I kind of took from your stash because you said you weren't going to use it. Is it Cascade Heritage? Is that what it is?
Cascade Heritage Silk, I think it's called. Heritage Silk.
So
the fingering weight that has wool and silk, I think. 70-30 maybe?
Yes.
I don't remember. Yeah, 70-30.
So
So can I open up my present or do I have to show something else? Should I show the sweater that I started?
What sweater you started? Oh, yes. You need to get working on that.
Okay, so I got to the point to where I split for the sleeves and I'm starting the lace. And I realized after a couple rows that during this lace pattern, you're supposed to be increasing on either side so that it gets to be more like an A shape. And I didn't do the first couple because I didn't read ahead on the pattern enough. But that's okay. I can start doing the increases now. I don't think it'll make a difference. But this is my La Bien Amie yarn. And this is the, what's it called?
Princess Fiona.
Princess Fiona sweater.
Your alternating skeins. That's right. I remember you telling us that. That looks really pretty. What size needles are you? Is that 4s or 5s?
This is a sport weight yarn, and the needle size is, I don't know, I won't be able to read it. Let me see. Can I see that?
Put on your granny glasses. Do you have any?
I think it's a 5. I don't have any. I don't own granny glasses.
In 3 days, you'll need some since you're
turning
9 plus 1.
I think it's a 5. I'm pretty sure it's a 5. Yeah.
Okay.
So I like the neckline. The neckline looks nice, doesn't it?
Yep.
Nice little scoop.
And it's been thinking about our necks.
And I really like the yarn too. It's a high twist, 100% wool, and it feels a little bit like Madeline Tosh base.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be too warm for San Diego?
No. No, I don't think so. I'll wear this. You're not going to get gifted this sweater. Forget it. Forget it.
I'm only kidding. Not really, but I'm only kidding. Let me see the lace. Did you start the lace on the side?
That's how much lace I have.
Little tip of the triangle.
Yeah, just the tiny little circles of the triangle. Can you see them right there?
Yep.
So
it's really a fun pattern. I love knitting mine.
Yeah. So I'm looking, I mean, I don't know, you know me, I get distracted. And when the kids started asking for socks, I was like, okay. But I think I got my sock machine figured out. I got it so that it's maybe fixed. So I might crank some tubes for the next kids.
I think you need to.
I think that might be a good idea. And then I also found this. I forgot I had these socks on the needles. I must have set these aside. Do you remember this?
Yes, I have a whole chair filled with whip bags. We should go through and take a look and see what's in there.
Look at how far
Oh, your
I am on
Christmas
these.
box from Bag. Yes.
I mean, usually when I flip them over and I fold them over, I usually knit the length to almost a little bit past this, and then I do the cuff. So I'm so close to being done.
Like, why haven't you finished those?
I don't know. I think I'm going to finish these before I work on more on Justin's socks, just so I can have them off the needles.
And speaking of, that's Dag's Christmas colorway, right?
Yes, it's called Candy Canes and Icicles,
And I
or
chose
Icicles and Candy Canes. I can't remember which one.
the Beekeeper's Christmas because you know the beekeeper.
Hi, Dag. We miss
Dag.
you. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty.
On her
Did you?
Santa
You
face.
didn't.
No, but I'm thinking.
What are you going to use it for?
I'm thinking about using this for. Guess what we need to talk about? Our upcoming Mother's Day mystery knit along, Debbie.
I know.
Let's talk about
Well,
that. Did
tell me
do
what
your
you were going to
homework?
knit with that first.
I'm thinking about knitting the mystery knit along since you designed and I haven't knit it yet. I'm thinking about actually doing it with everybody and finishing it instead of sending it to Mom like I did with the random act of color.
You'll like this pattern too because it's got a lot of potato chippy pieces in it. Easy.
Okay, so let's talk about timing. Have you done your homework? I told Debbie, I texted her the other day. I said, you need to look at the.
You didn't say you need to. You said we, and you never called me to do
Debbie.
the we part. I do need to start.
Okay, does anybody know when I know Mother's Day is a month before overseas than it is for us? When is Mother's Day in the U.S.?
May.
Something.
We're getting close.
Hang on a minute.
It's probably.
When is Mother's Day in the U.S.?
Mother's Day in United States.
May 10th.
Ooh, that's not very far.
I know, that's why I said we need to talk about it so people can get on it. So May 10th. So if they finish up, if they get the last clue, like maybe the first weekend in May. How many clues do we have for this one? 4?
4.
Yes, 4. So last clue on the 2nd.
1.
And then the third clue 25th, second clue 18th, first clue April 11th.
I think there's 4, but then there's the
April.
There's
Let's
the
do
bottom.
April 4th. The first Saturday or maybe Friday night. You know me, I can never wait.
That gives people a week.
Whole month.
Extra. Yeah.
Yeah, a week extra to finish it, but it gives them a month to get ready.
And it gives me a month to get my pattern pulled together, and I sent it off to testers in like.
It's all good. I know.
My gosh.
A long time ago.
Middle of last year.
Yeah. So Debbie was on it.
But
okay, so
I need to get the information pulled together and all the weights of the different, because this is one that it's a 2-color pattern, but you can also mix it up and use multiple colors if you'd like. Just depends on how you want to do it.
And we, Carrie from Yucca-Gainy Yarns, Debbie used her, yak. Was it yak and silk, right? Yak silk base?
Yes. I think it has silk in it. I'm looking at the 2 nuggets. Do you want me to grab the 2 leftover nuggets that I had when I...
You going to show them the color that you used?
I don't know. Should I?
Yug Yarns, right there. Yug Yarns. You can go on her website and look at find her yak silk base.
Have we talked to her recently to make sure she's still on board and wants to do it and has enough yarn?
Hey, Carrie, are you still on board for getting kids together? Thank you so much. She said it was okay.
We'll reach out to her and make sure. So
I think, okay, so you want to see what I'm thinking for mine?
Yes.
Okay.
Something you were going to wear.
Look at my big butt. I got to turn sideways because I saw a picture of my big butt the other day. I sent to Debbie. I said, oh my God, this is like my inspiration picture. But you're all not going to see it. So I'm going to stand sideways so you don't see my big butt.
Oh, Amy.
Okay. Did you see my big butt?
No. Ooh. Yeah, those are pretty.
See those green pops?
Yeah. Who's that that's coming in my house? Hello?
Somebody breaking in?
What? No way. Get out of here.
Surprise!
Who is breaking into my house? What about, I am upstairs. What about church? You guys are skipping church
They
today?
skipped church. They skipped church.
Everybody has been conspiring. Luke, Amy.
Oh, and so Ronnie really wasn't out there mowing.
No, he was.
Oh.
He was.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
a lot.
Look at you. Look what she brought me for my birthday. Happy birthday.
It's
Happy
an orchid you can
birthday.
kill.
Oh, thank you, Mama.
Hi, everybody. Sorry to crash the podcast.
Oh.
Hi, Sky. Hi, Amy.
Hey.
Oh, and I even got a present.
She even got a present.
Book. Feels like a book. Feels like a book. I can tell a book. I'm 50 years old. I should be able to know when something. Look at the beautiful speckles on that.
That's cool, Mom.
That's a cool
Is
one.
Pop-Up
Yeah.
there?
Pop-Up's
Yeah,
here.
Pop-Up.
Let Pop-Up come in.
Pop up, come in. Scooch in next to me.
Oh my gosh, Mom.
Scooch down.
Wait, don't pull me over.
Don't pull him over. Lean in to the crowd.
There's Pop Up.
I was the hand that brought the book.
Yay, Pop-Up.
Now it has a head on the top.
Amy
Dad.
says,
Nice to see you guys. You look great today. Huh?
Thank
What?
me kiss.
you.
Ooh.
Thank you for
Aw.
coming for my
Amy
birthday.
says, try to get here when you can. She said, but don't worry, if I need to stall, I mean, there's nobody can talk longer than me.
Never at a loss for words.
How long have you been planning this?
No, just
Couple days.
Couple days.
We do things quick.
Yeah, very
Spur of the
spontaneous
moment.
in this family.
Okay, we're going to bring the rest of the stuff in. We'll take this downstairs.
Okay.
Take
Have
it easy
fun,
now.
everybody.
Relax.
Have a nice finish of your podcast. Good
Thanks,
to
Mom.
see you, Ann.
Love
We'll
you.
FaceTime her a little
Bye,
later,
Sky.
maybe.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, what a big surprise! You never surprise me. And usually when people come in, I was thinking, who is that in my house? Usually they answer right away. Like sometimes the neighbor kids will come in and say,
Did you
"Hey,
get nervous?
Luke home."
Did you get nervous? Did
Well,
you pee your pants?
I thought maybe my husband came home from the surf competition and had headphones in and just didn't hear me or something.
Oh.
And then they started to sing. Oh my goodness.
Okay,
You guys
Well,
are-
when mom calls
Okay.
me, when mom calls me from Dad's phone, I'm thinking, who died? Because that's the first thing I think. Because she never calls me from Dad's phone. I always call them. And so when she was she kind of was talking like this, and I thought, oh my God, somebody did die this time. She says, we were just thinking that, well, would it be okay if maybe we crashed the podcast for a surprise for Debbie? I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that?
Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever been surprised. I don't think I've ever had a surprise party. I don't think anybody's ever planned a surprise for me to where I didn't have some inkling that something was going to happen. I don't think maybe anybody's ever planned a surprise party for me.
Yes, we
Oh.
Just now you have. That's so great. Thank you guys. Now I get to visit with Mom and Dad today.
And they may even take you out for lunch. So is your eating window going to be open soon?
Yes. My eating window is
Good.
going to be open very soon. Right now I am at 16 hours.
Perfect. Hey, listen, before you open gifts, I would like to talk about, and pull up your phone. We need to talk about Darlene, Bags by Awesome Granny, who's like our official, unofficial sort of sponsor.
Yes.
And the hashtag is BBAG Club, Bags by Awesome Granny Club. If you have a bag of hers, you take a picture, you post it on Instagram with hashtag BBAG Club, and we pull random winners. So we're going to pull a winner from Bags by Awesome Granny Club right now, who it is. Hold on, let me get my secretary ready. Debbie, you
Okay.
gonna pull one?
Oh my gosh.
We got a bunch. I need to go look. And I don't know why all of them don't show up on mine. When I pulled them up when I was there last time, you looked like you had a whole bunch more than I had. What the
Oh, I
deal
don't
is?
know. I don't know how many I have.
Just close your eyes and Pick one.
I don't want to close my eyes. I want to pick one of these cool fabrics that I love, like this one right here.
Okay, let me see.
Look at those cute snowmen.
Oh, you love the snowman, your favorite.
Okay, that's the one I pick.
Okay, who is it?
Nina McKinley 017.
Spell it. Let me see.
NINA
Yes.
_ MC
Yeah.
KINLEY 017. Oh, that one's cute too with the little We got to remind people. We
Okay.
haven't been podcasting. We need to remind people that we're having this because the
I
last
just
one,
did. I posted the other day.
I
Give people
know.
a chance to get something in when we podcast. We always pull a winner. So
This-
we're also pulling a winner for our third Podiversary.
Yes. How do we want to do that?
Okay, so
We need to have people respond to a prompt because I don't want to have to pick from comments about other people's experiences with squirts or something like that.
Well, that's something we can always talk about in the comments.
No.
Okay, so we need to have a prompt.
Something about how are you going to celebrate your 50th? If you haven't gotten there, how do you want to celebrate it? And if you have got there, how did you celebrate it? Yeah, that's
hopefully
good.
It's not that it works.
That's good. I like that one. I was going to do something more fiber related, but that's good because that's a good theme for this podcast.
But also, here's the issue when we randomly choose. Some people aren't on Instagram, some people aren't on Ravelry, and we choose a name and we tell who it was, and then we can't find the person in the whole wide world. So after you put a comment down below, give us some clue, like don't put obviously your address, but put your Ravelry name or your Instagram name so we can find you, so we can give you your prize.
One or the other, because we can find you in either place, but you have to leave one or the other or we won't be able to contact you directly.
Yes, and we're not telling when we're going to podcast again, but that's when we're going to pull the third Podiversary. It's going to be a big secret.
And it's going to be less than 2 months away.
It's going to be less than 2 months away, and there's going to be a big, really awesome prize. So just saying, you might want to leave a comment. Okay, so I got this one. Congratulations, Nina McKinley.
Can I open my present now?
Oh my gosh. Yes, Debbie.
Okay, so this came in the mail and it also came with something else. Amy told me you can open the box because I have your stuff wrapped inside. There's something in there for Mom. Make sure you deliver. I said, okay. And I open this up and I see these sticky notes on here. I'm going to read what it says. Happy 50th, Deb. Nice package. No card. Just a sticky note. Smiley face. She said, I love you more, heart A. And then she says, don't lift up the sticky notes until you open the package. What the heck does that? Does that not make you want to go?
Yeah, I know.
It's been the hardest thing for me not to lift these sticky notes.
Yes, but I mean, it really, how big of a question is it what's inside there? It's not a book, obviously.
Right, that's true.
Don't forget. Oh, she just did. She might know what it is.
I knew what it was when the description of what's inside. Okay, now we're going to look at it. Now we're going to open it up and see. Now, why isn't this turned into something that I can just put on my body? That would have been a better present.
Okay, everybody needs to send a nasty little reply to Debbie's comment right now. Go over and message her and say, how dare you be so mean to your sister?
I'm kidding. I enjoyed knitting the first one. I will knit the second one. I think I know what this is.
She wanted yarn dyed for her own Elton cardigan by Hohi.
I can't wait to see. Ooh. Oh, Amy. It's almost the same exact color as.
Now, okay, so the little
that.
wiggly one, the shiny one is the silky singles, and that one in your other hand is the lace weight. We're going to use lace instead of mohawk. Now, a couple of them have a little strand tied on them because the first go I did, it was a little bit on the too reddish pinky side.
Reddish what?
Reddish pinky pink side, more of a cool side. So then I dunked them all back in another batch after they all dried and put more orange tones in it to get a warmer red, which is what you're seeing now. So you can sort of see if you want to compare. Those are that's the silky singles.
Oh my gosh, Amy.
You like that color?
Wait till I show Mom. Ooh, she's gonna want me to knit this for her, and it's no.
Well, let me tell you this. Before I dyed it a second time, she said it's a beautiful color. If Debbie doesn't like it, I'll buy them myself.
Nope.
So she liked that.
Sorry. Ooh, look how pretty. That's going to be Christmas sweater for me.
Isn't that? Yes, red is good for you. That's a good color, Debbie.
It's very close to the red that you have that you just are knitting now.
Oh.
I think it's very close to that. Yours may be a little bit cooler.
Or blue, yeah.
Yeah, this is a little bit. Oh, Aim, I love it.
Do you see the little strings that were attached? Can you tell?
No, they all have the same kind of strings.
No, there's an extra little.
Oh, this one has an extra little string?
That's what it looked like before I dyed it a second time.
I see what you're saying. Yes, it's a good thing.
The silk is a little bit more, what do you call that? Not accepting of color.
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
little more resistant.
Yeah.
That lace weight, ooh, it sucked it right up. And the lace also has a little string that shows the color that it was. Yeah, it was more of a pink red.
You made a good choice. You made a good choice in redoing it or dyeing it more. Oh, Amy, I love it. Oh, I love it.
Be done again. I just know that.
I'm not just saying that for the podcast. I love it.
Okay, so when we get done the podcast, you can tell me what you really think. Do you need to send it back to me for sure? No? Okay.
And I love how it's tonal too. It's not just like solid. It's got little bits of it that are, deeper, a little bit deeper than the others. And it just gives it so much depth. Oh, Amy, I love it.
Good. You think well, with the stripes, maybe you don't have to alternate. Maybe I don't know.
No, I won't need to alternate at all. I'll just go straight through them because they're going to be separated.
You see the string on the lace weight one?
Oh, yes, I do. This little guy.
Yeah. Can you see it's a little bit pinker?
Yeah.
All right, Mom. Too bad. Debbie's not going to give them to you.
She laughed when I said that. I said, no, these are going to be mine, all mine.
I wanted to show one more thing to get some ideas because you're welcome. I love you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
The girl in the you remember this pattern a long time ago I started with Ms. Babs, Wowza.
Yowza.
Yowza.
Yeah.
Yowza. Ow. Yowza.
Uh-huh, yeah.
It had the honeycomb bottom.
Yes.
Which will be maybe turned into a hat. Because I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
But this is what I did. I knit the top and I was going to just rip it all back. But I said, well, so
this part is knit top down. Just keep knitting.
Yes, top down. That's what I did. I connected and knit down.
Oh, wow, Aim.
With a 4x4 rib at the bottom.
It's cute. So you got to pick up around that neckband and do a little something maybe or no?
Yeah, I'm going to have to because it comes down like to here. Unless I want to get a little sexy and just wear it in the bedroom. Okay, so I was thinking, because the neck comes up fine in the back, I was thinking, okay, so people tell me what you think. I was thinking about picking up stitches, doing the 4x4 rib, like the bottom, but doing short rows with a central double decrease at the right here at the bottom. So going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and then going around and then back and forth and back. So it kind of comes up like this, but you don't have all that in the back. Potentially
I wouldn't do all of that in rib.
Okay.
Maybe do some of it in stockinette for most of it and then do the rib around the final.
Okay.
I don't know. Or you could just you could pick up stitches at the bottom and you could just do a panel. You could go by and you could pick up,
See little slip stitch. Yeah.
you could
Oh, a
just
panel.
fill it in.
Oh.
I guess you could do that as you could pick up one row all the way around and then you'd be picking up the purple stitches. It would just be short rows that you would be
All the
doing
way
it.
across. Oh, instead of, yeah, just there.
And then you'd have like a little triangle of
Purple.
and then you could do
Around. Did you know what the Knitting Nana told me the other day?
No.
That, well, she tells me a lot of things, but when we're talking about having enough yarn, I have 2 little nuggets of red for this sweater left that I have to do. Once that color work is done, I've got to knit a little bit of stocking in it and then the band.
Yeah.
She says if you decrease needle size for the last 2 rounds of your ribbed neck and then bind off with the 1 needle size up, it'll lay flat.
As opposed to flipping over?
I don't know. Ask her.
Mom, did you hear what she said?
Yeah, as opposed to sort of standing up at an angle. It'll lay down onto your skin.
So the last 2 rounds of a ribbed neckline, decrease 1 needle size for 2 rounds, and then go back up 1 needle size to bind off.
Trickery. All these trickeries.
All these great little tips.
Yes.
Okay, so Bags by Awesome Granny, I forgot to say. Darlene has a coupon code for Periscoping Sisters viewers. It never expires. It is when you go to her shop, you can get 15. Look at her. Debbie's going to do facial expressions while I talk about this, okay? So hold still. We need to get we'll need to get a thumbnail for the video. Okay, so her code is Sisters15. It never expires. You get 15% off every time you go and shop at Bags by Awesome Granny. Darlene,
we are so professional. We have sticky notes for everything.
Why buy a card at Walmart for $5 when you can just use a sticky note that says almost exactly the same thing?
Absolutely.
It doesn't show more love. It just shows less money out of your pocketbook.
That's right.
When are you going to start your Elton?
I don't know. Pretty soon, I think. I might have to.
It's a wonderful summer sweater, too.
And it is.
Because it's not.
And it's a good travel project, too, because it's just tons and tons of stuff in it.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
so we'll see.
I wanted to see Mom and Dad take the thing downstairs so I can see them real quick. And I know everybody wants to see because Dad's head probably was cut off almost completely.
Okay, let me take this down. I'll let them say a little goodbye. I will sign off and say goodbye, and then I will. Should we just do another clip? We'll
walk down. Just walk down the steps.
Okay, you guys just
don't trip. Don't fall down.
I won't fall down. I'm turning off my little light. I'm disconnecting
Everybody can have a little tour as you. Don't give us sick. Don't get us sick either.
No, I think maybe I'll do this. How's that?
Or you could do that.
That way people won't get sick as I'm walking down.
Crash, we'll know that something went wrong.
Okay.
They're
sitting next to each other. It's perfect.
I'm so surprised we were able to surprise you, Debbie.
I can't believe you did that. And even Luke was in on it and he knew about it and everything. Okay, let me watch this off so it's not.
Hey there. Hello.
Okay, but no, it's not going to work. You guys have to get closer together because the screen, you got to be able to see yourselves.
No. There's the Knitting Nana and the Pop-Up Knows All.
Yeah, and now I never know where we look. We look at the green light.
Yes, up here.
Oh, we look at the green light.
No wonder I'm lopsided.
But you could look at me because then I look at you and not at the camera because I want to see you.
I know you can look at us. I don't know why you would want to see us, but
Because you're my parents and I love you and I talk to you every day and I don't get to see you.
yeah, we weren't sure.
She'll do anything for sympathy.
We weren't sure Luke was going to be here today because he was telling us about his surfing, but that the weather today was predicted to be a little iffy, rainy and windy, very windy and funny surf. And so he said, but I won't say anything. And we had shh written in the thing and all this business back and forth.
I can't
Well,
believe
just-
you pulled one over on me.
Well, today at our church was a celebration for something that they did last week called Community Serve Day. They go out into the community, and our sanctuary had like 300 people that did 80 some projects at fixing somebody's fence or painting a lifeguard stand or doing different things.
Debbie, pull the thing away because Mom's face is going to be cut half off. Yes,
That
there,
better?
Okay, good. Now we're good. Yes, now we're
And
good.
so today, in celebration of the Community Serve Day that we did last week, they were having what they call picnic on the patio. So it's standing and food and walking around and, you know, singing, and it's a lot of fun things. But we said, well, if there was ever a time that we could sort of pass, it would be today.
Well, show me what you're knitting.
Oh, I'm knitting my Carry Always a pair of socks, and they're just always from leftover yarns.
Oh, I love that.
And
Ooh,
I
that's
don't
cool,
know,
Mom.
somebody gave me this wonderful bag. I guess it was one of you guys, darn
Yes.
yarn, that has
Yes,
the clear
MN.
plastic.
Yep, Darn Yarn MN.
And
Minnesota.
I have a few of
We have
them.
a couple of them now.
And I do, and I have big
Yeah, but
ones and
you've
little
got-
ones.
You've got a Whimsy Stitches bag as well.
Yeah.
And when you have to go through several projects, and you don't have to look in each one, you can just, you know, see it
Wouldn't
right
it?
there. It's great. So I make socks in the car, but
What are you knitting on, Dad?
A pair of hats.
A pair
it's
of hats.
supposed to be a surprise now, so don't say too much.
That's why I just said a pair of hats.
I don't
Okay.
think the people that are getting them watch this, but that's okay.
May
Just
not
in
watch
case.
the podcast.
Yeah.
So the one is
A female hat
yes.
and a male hat.
Okay.
And they have contrasting colors of yarn such that if you put the two hats together, you'll see the same color, a different color on the one opposite a different color. But it is only, what, 2 or 3?
Yeah, the hat and the stripe are
Alternate.
opposite.
Alternate.
Yeah.
Trying to create a little interest in the face of boredom.
In the face of board. Don't we all know what that's about?
Yeah. And I had to tell you, I mean, I could have done this in a private message, but I soaked my red yarn with
Yes.
a white. I used one of my swatches, and I knitted the white along the edge with the red, because when I blocked my Valentine sweater, my Valerie Hobbs, wonderful, wonderful pattern.
Laughing Star.
Valerie Hobbs, yes, great sweater, came out fabulous. The water was pink, and I went, ooh, ooh. So I made a swatch because now I'm working on a flag sweater, the blue sections with white stars and red and white
Did
stripes.
it get in the white or
Yes,
no?
there's the Valerie Hobbs sweater.
It was called Rhinecliff, RHINECLIFF. Isn't that stunning?
You have the picture of the back.
Yes.
The back is really.
It's kind of blown out though, even in the.
Oh, okay. Well, her patterns are, you know, if you're 28 and you need to throw some, that's a good picture of the back. The cables going up. And
Yeah, it's pretty.
if you have something you need to throw on over jeans to go to the movies, or you know, you need something, or if you go to the office and it's chilly, or if you're pushing 80 and you go to church or you go out
Old
to dinner.
people and young people look good
It's
in
a
it. So Debbie,
classic
I have that.
design.
Yep.
She does classic sweaters that are for all ages and very well written. And I don't even know this lady. I mean,
Yeah.
hi Valerie, but anyway, so the red that I got made pink water when I was blocking that sweater. And I thought, oh, I better make a swatch, because if my flag sweater turns out
Pink. Oh.
red, pink, and blue, that's not good. It's got to be red, white, and blue.
But it worked out okay.
And it worked out okay. The pink that was in the water was still there. I showed Daddy.
But it didn't get soaked up
But
by the
it
yarn.
didn't attach to the white. And I don't
Lucky.
know. I don't know
Lucky.
how that can be, but that's what happened.
It's going to wait until you
Probably
got a full
because the
sweater
water
done.
wasn't-
Wait till I get a whole sweater.
And
done.
maybe because the water wasn't hot, like when they dye the yarn.
I
the
told
yarn
her, I
is-
said, when you block
maybe.
it, don't put it in warm water, put it in cold water.
Just cold water. And I used a little bit of that soak, or
Yeah.
little
Yes.
soap, and I squished it, and even
Yeah.
when I took the blocked piece and laid it on a paper towel, there were still some little red dots on the paper towel, but not on the white yarn.
And the thing about it is, it's from a big box name, which is odd but I tell you, reds and pinks, if
Reds
anybody
are tough.
buys with reds and pink, they
Right.
are.
Reds
God,
are
you
very,
just
very
wash it
tough.
and wash it and wash it, and that stuff just keeps bleeding. It's just the nature of that dye, I think.
Yeah.
So
We need the chemist to
Yes,
tell us
Papa.
why the molecules don't stay stuck or something. Okay,
Where are
well,
you
that's
gonna
enough.
where are you going to take
I'm
Debbie
wearing
for
my
lunch?
wonderful wrap that one of the girls designed.
Not
You
us.
recognize
think
this?
Oh,
it's-
that's
yeah,
Debbie's. Yeah,
that's
Wendy
mine.
Sky Shawl.
I think it's on backwards. It looks like the back.
Is it Wendy Sky
It's
Shawl?
on inside out.
Yeah.
Well, I was in a hurry because I had to surprise somebody.
It's okay. It
I
doesn't
had to
matter.
surprise
She's
somebody.
also wearing a sweater she knit too. You knit that sweater you're wearing too, Mom, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Or
is the
vitamin D.
This is the vitamin D sweater.
Oh yeah.
And I just loved this sweater. I loved the way the front fell short and the back just kind of drapes around. I think
Yeah.
I made 3 or 4 of these.
Yeah.
So they're very
Crazy.
lightweight in sock yarn for San Diego. So this
And
is
Mom
when
Mom
it's
is
on the
going to
right
be
way.
knitting an
Right.
Elton cardigan too. Tell us about what you're going to use for your Elton cardigan one day.
Well, I have some of your fingering weight yarn undyed,
Right?
sort of a very pale cream color, and a white mohair
Oh,
for
that's
San
gonna look
for San Diego.
beautiful.
That'll
look beautiful.
yeah.
So where are you
Well, I
going
didn't
for
mean
lunch?
to crash your podcast.
Where are you going for lunch?
We don't know yet.
I don't know.
Oh,
We'll let the birthday girl.
This is a
She gets-
spontaneous
I think
day.
I'm craving Mexican.
Okay, she gets to pick her birthday lunch.
Don't go for ice cream after.
Okay, I won't. I
Don't do
haven't
that.
been cutting dairy out of my diet though, so I don't think I'd have the same problem.
Oh, it's not good.
Okay.
Well,
Enough of
happy-
our picture.
happy-
We're gonna say
happy
goodbye and let you
birthday.
finish with Debbie. Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you, thank you, thank
Happy
you for my
birthday.
birthday surprise.
Happy third Podiversary, and everybody leave a comment about what you did for your 50th or what you want to do for your 50th, and make sure you leave your IG name or your Ravelry name so we can find you the next time we podcast together. The next time will be, that'll be Skein number 60.
Yes.
We will pull a Podiversary winner, which is going to be a really nice gift. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And if you cannot be kind,
Then be quiet.
And if you're part of Super Tuesday, vote.
Yes.
Vote, vote, vote. Even
Vote.
if you vote for Mickey Mouse or Howdy Doody or
He's
whoever
not
it
on
is
the
that you want to
ballot.
vote for,
Go out there and vote.
men and women died so that you can go and vote. So get your butt off the couch, put your knitting down, and go and vote.
go vote, because Knitting Nana's going to shame you if you don't.
That's right.
If
I
you
will.
don't tell us. Love you, Deb.
Love you too, Aim.
Love you guys.
Thank you for my surprise.
Well,
Bye.
bye. Hi, we're back. Okay, so we just need to make a little change in the winner. Nina's probably shaking her head like, you total old dingbats. Nina won
The last time.
we pulled. I knew her name sounded
She's got
familiar.
really good tasted bags. I can't help
She might-
it.
I know. So does a lot of people. So we had to pull another winner, and Mom was back there making sure we were being honest about it. I want to say congratulations, Lori Majestic Madges. Yay!
She was the other one that I saw when we were pulling the first winner. I said, "Oh, and that one's really cute too with the kitties on it and the purple socks." So we decided to pick her instead. And I'm sure Nina will say, "Of course, let there be another winner." So
Well, maybe
If
Nina
it were
needs
me, I
to
would.
get
I'd say I want another one.
Nina needs to get a little consolation prize for having gotten a mistake draw.
Okay.
And then,
Okay, so we're gonna pull one of the 10,000 wraps that you've knit in your closet that you don't use, and we'll send that to her. Okay,
that
Mom?
sounds like a plan.
Okay, baby, we'll do that. All right. So anyway, we are going to say goodbye for real now.
okay, bye.
Okay. Bye.